Video, I just want to show you a little bit how I block my knitting. I use these pins that have colored balls on the end, and they're stainless steel or non-rusting, rust-proof. And you want to make sure you get rust-proof ones because they come in different kinds, because especially if you live in a damp climate, if you leave these pins and you're knitting a long time and it's wet, it might rust. I've done that, so I'm warning you. So you have this circle thing like this, and you want to stretch it a little so that the middle part gets all flattened out, and you want to pin each point out so it makes a really sharp point, and the lace opens up. So I start by soaking this in water, and this was dry, but you would soak it in water. How long? Until it sinks. When you put a piece of knitting in the water, it will float on top because it has a lot of air trapped in it. You can push it down and squeeze it a little and then leave it there. It'll still be floating, but it'll be just at the top under the surface. Come back after a while and it'll probably have sunk deeper into the water. Then you know it's all wet. You want to make sure it's all wet so you don't have dry spots that won't block properly when you pin it out. If you do notice that, however, you can use a spray bottle and spritz water on the dry spots, so it's nothing to be panicked about. So what I do is I just put a pin in the tip of each point. I use a cardboard thing that I got at a fabric store for cutting out sewing patterns. You can do it right on a blanket on a bed. There's all kinds of blocking mats. But see how I'm just putting one pin in the tip of each point? And see how I'm stretching it out a little bit as I go? You want to make sure that the center part stays a circle. And if you're seeing that it's getting deformed, you can also put pins in the middle part to keep it evenly spread out. And that's it. I just go like that. I leave it pinned until it dries. And I want it to be thoroughly dry. I'll put a fan on it if I have one. Like I like to do this on my bed under an overhead fan, ceiling fan. And then when I'm done, I take the pin out and see how that shrunk back in? When you've got this fully blocked from wet to dry and you take the pin out, it'll just stay there. And then you know it's done.